Do I look good? I didn't shave. Oh. Hi, I'm gonna do a mukbang tonight because I had the whole weekend and I didn't make any type of video, and I really was planning on doing something and I didn't. So now it's Sunday night, I've got to go to work tomorrow morning, so I thought I'll do a mukbang because I don't have to do anything fancy and edit. So this is my food. I can't really lift it up too much, but you can see anyway. It's like a vegan ramen that you can buy in Korea. Am I recording this? Yeah. And I wanted to try and make it a bit healthier or a bit more nutritious, so I just added some carrots and potatoes just to, you know, make it a bit better. Anyway, it's this one. It's Nongshin. This one here. Yeah, so it's 야채라면. Yeah, 야채라면, which means vegetable ramen. Usually these always have some kind of meat or like stock, meat powder stock in it, I don't know. But yeah, this one's completely vegan, which is really, really cool. Usually you just eat it as a snack on its own, but I wanted to add some bits to it. So this is quite full. I put in 3 packets into the pot, and then 3 packets of the spice seasoning, and then 2 packets of the dried vegetable seasoning, and then just added some carrots and potatoes that I'd already cooked. So hopefully it'll be quite, maybe a little bit spicy, and then it has like the water in it as well. Oh, it looks really hot. Can you see the steam? Oh yeah, you can see the steam. But yeah, I've never really done one of these, and I thought, oh, I need to talk about some kind of topic, and there's loads of horrible things going on in the world at the moment, so I thought I would talk about my favorite subject, which is Mariah Carey, because I love her. So I want to preface this whole mukbang with I love Mariah, but I just wanted to talk about her and her life now. But yeah, I hope you have some food. What do you eat? What should I eat on a mukbang? The only mukbang I've ever seen is I saw one by Glenn Gogo, which was, he did a couple which were really, really good, but I watched all his videos. But I saw Mummy Tang do some, and I really liked them. She did them when she was just eating like a mono meal, so she just had loads and loads of fruit, which I really liked, and I used to do a little bit in the UK when I went back to visit, but fruit's really expensive here, so it's hard. Anyway, this is really weird eating on camera. Oh, it's really good. Oh, I love it. I saw, who did I see? I saw Cheap Lazy Vegan add like vegetables, which I thought was a really good idea. I really, really like her channel. She's really, really good. But I saw her add them and I thought that's a really good idea. I'll copy it. Excuse me. So Mariah's World. I don't know if anyone's seen it. I saw 2 episodes. So far 2 episodes have aired. It was so... what's the word? I really love her. But it was so... she tried to control everything. Like, it wasn't a real... She's calling it a docu-series, but obviously it's a reality show. It's not real either, it's fake. Like, they hired, like, it looks like they've hired an actress to be her assistant, who's like hapless and she doesn't know what's going on. So I personally think she's an actress. I'm like 90% sure. I remember when Victoria Beckham did a documentary called Coming to America or something, and she had an actress and they admitted that it was an actress. So anyway, that was awful. This was a bit better than that. But Mariah just looks like she's trying so hard to control everything around her, and I don't know. It's kind of like, I know what they were going for. Like, they want, like, she's lying in her lingerie doing her like testimonials to camera, but I think her funniest moments, genuinely funny moments, are like off the cuff, when she was like, I don't know her. It's like her iconic line. But she really was just trying to get out of a question, and she just happened to be funny. But this is so controlled, it's like you don't really see how she really is. And who are the people on it? There's Stella, her manager. He's kind of like a Russian dictator. She's really, I don't know. I feel like Mariah's surrounding herself with really bad people. Because there's her, she's really mean, she's really like, she doesn't seem to care about anyone, but she always goes on about how she's a single mom, and her and Mariah are single moms and looking out for each other, but then she seems to fire people and she doesn't really care about anyone's feelings, and I don't know, it feels like she's kind of out for Mariah in a way. Like, she'll turn on Mariah. Like, I mean, she has the ability to turn on Mariah, I'm not saying she's going to. I had to write down the characters' names. Characters, they're people. The makeup, I don't know what his name is, but the makeup artist is properly evil. He's really, really mean. Like, this is what I mean, the show's not funny. Like, it's got really mean people. Stella is mean, she's not funny. The makeup artist is horrible. Like, he was like shouting, not shouting, but he was like bitching to a maid and tried to make her look stupid, and I don't know, he's just a really mean lizard. He's really mean. And you just think, Mariah, what are you doing? Why are you surrounding yourself with these people? I just don't get it. I think who you surround yourself with kind of, it tells a lot about who you are. And she seems really sweet and nice, usually. And none of the show is focused on her singing, which I find, like, when she was like promoting it, she was saying, oh, it's gonna be like a behind the scenes look, a tour, and it's not. The tour is literally just thrown together. They were like, oh, we're gonna do a tour in 2 weeks. And she didn't show up to any rehearsals. And the one she did show up to was like in Glasgow on the first night of the tour, like the day before, and she was 3 hours late, and it was pointless anyway. The whole show seems to go on like around her. Like, she doesn't learn the choreography, she doesn't do anything. They could have literally just stuck a mop in a bucket, pressed play on one of her CDs, and they could have danced around the bucket. So I don't know what this whole drama is with, we have to get a tour together. Oh, this is all stuck together. It's really hard to eat and talk at the same time. I don't know how people do this. Anyway, speaking of Mariah, last week, or the week before maybe, I was looking at, I think it was last year, she did a Christmas movie and then she did a Christmas special. Now that was amazing. That was unintentionally hilarious and the best thing I've ever seen. Like, the movie was obviously terrible, but what was amazing about the movie is that they were doing it around the song called Oh Santa, which is my favourite Christmas song of all time, which no one else seems to like. But she released a Christmas album a few years ago, like her second Christmas album, and that was the lead single, which was incredible. Anyway, so the whole movie was about this kid that was gonna write this song for the Christmas pageant, and Mariah played like this mean woman, but all you could look at was Mariah's lighting. Like, she was so brightly lit compared to the other characters. It looked like she was in a different room, like she was filming a different movie to every other character, to every other actor on on the set. She was so glowy, and her eyes were so sparkling. It looked like she's crying a little bit in every shot. It was amazing. It was called A Christmas Melody. I highly recommend Googling it. This is so good. I hope I made enough to take to work. I wish taste came through on camera. My neighbours are back. I can hear them. Oh, they sound like they're coming to my door. Shh, be quiet. Anyway, so she did the Christmas film, A Christmas Melody, and this was on the Hallmark channel, which I think is a bit like Lifetime maybe. And then she did, excuse me, then she did like a mini concert. It was like an hour of it was like, what was it? It was like a Christmas special, and it was like an hour of her performing, like intermixed with small clips of just, I guess, stuff they kind of cobbled together. I think Kelsey Grammer was in one of them, which is weird. And again, the lighting was just so incredible. Like the whole budget must have gone on the lighting. Everything was really, really dark, and then her face was really light on stage, and her face was really white, and then her neck and her body was like quite dark. I don't know how many spotlights she had on her. And what made it even more noticeable was like the background dancers were so badly lit. It was like, we have no money left, just take out your phones and just hold them up while you're singing, and like we'll light you with your iPhone, don't worry. Like they were so badly lit, and it was so unflattering. But she looked like a goddess, and it reminded me of a character that she played once. She did a cameo in Ally McBeal, that really old show, and she carried around a spotlight, her character. It reminded me a bit of that. Anyway, yeah, this Christmas special, she like sang good songs and everything, and that was all great, but the bits that were really good were the skits in between, and it was, I think it was supposed to be like casual things, and they were like all sitting around a piano, her and her backing dancers, and she had a drink. Oh, by the way, on Mariah's World, she is always drinking, always, or if she's not on stage, she has a glass of red wine in her hand and like a sweaty puffy face from drinking. I don't know what's going on, Mariah. I don't know what's going on. I guess you were going through a difficult time when that was being filmed. That was on the reality show, I mean, not when she was doing the Christmas special on stage. She wasn't there like chugging back wine, or she might have been. But yeah, on Mariah's World, she always has a glass of wine. It's like, you put the wine down, go and look after your kids. She always has wine. Mariah, you didn't work hard to get that body just to drink it away. You have to look after yourself. Like me. Yeah, so on the Christmas, so I keep jumping from through, there's like the reality show, the movie, and then the Christmas special. So the Christmas special, she had these like little skits. They were all sitting around drinking like eggnog or something like that. Like some creamy drink. Obviously it was alcoholic, it's Mariah. And the backing singers were singing like maybe Jingle Bells, and she was kind of miming and doing this. And then every now and then she'd sing something small, because I think she felt the pressure of the camera even though she didn't want to. And then there was another skit where she was decorating a tree with a kid, and I think it was supposed to make her look like quite a bit more likable. She always throws in kids in her performances when she's like, oh God, like I've seemed a bit diva-y this year, let's chuck some kids on stage. So she's with on the Christmas tree, like decorating the Christmas tree, and the kid was like asking her questions, and she was clearly getting irritated. Then the kid asked her, she went, "Is Santa coming?" And then Mariah, I think, was supposed to be like, "Of course he's coming, I know him." And she was like, "Of course he's coming, I know him." And it was amazing. Oh, that was the best show ever. Really, really good. They didn't need to do a reality show. They could have just played that over and over for 8 weeks. By the way, I'm aware there's no elegant way to eat these types of noodles, so excuse me. What I also saw this week was Mariah's carpool karaoke. Mariah. She did the first ever one, but it turned out she didn't know what it was. Like, now it's really, really huge, right? The James Corden on the Late Late Show. But I guess they didn't know it was going to turn into a series. They didn't know it was going to be huge. She did the first ever one, and she clearly didn't want to sing. She was like, "Don't make me sing. My throat hurts," or "I've had no sleep," because she was probably drinking. So she didn't want to do it, and then so she barely sang. And then she did like one note or something of like "Always Be My Baby." She literally just went doo doo doo, and then like people were clapping. I was like, no, that's like a backing vocal part. She's not a backing vocalist. She's supposed to be the lead singer. So then she came back on to do All I Want for Christmas Is You, and I thought, like, there were pictures of her coming out of the car when they were filming it, like maybe a month ago. And so I thought, this is going to be so amazing. She's going to sing it like she did with The Roots. They did it with like toys on Jimmy Fallon. It was so good a few years ago, and she sounded good. I thought it was going to be like that. She sang one line, and then they cut to all the other celebrities they've been doing in the previous year. And they were all singing All I Want for Christmas in their individual carpool karaokes. And then at the end of the song, they just came back to Mariah. And that was it. Like, you used to be Mariah Carey, like the biggest singer in the world. And now it's like, oh, it's not enough just to show up. You still have to sing. She was sitting there with her boobs out. And it's like, you can't just show up and show them off. You have to use them. Use your lungs underneath your boobs. You have to practice. Oh my god, guys, this is so good. Anyway, this is going to be like 40 minutes about Mariah. I really do love her. Like, if I could only ever listen to one artist, one singer for the rest of my life, it would be her, without question. So, I'm not attacking her or anything. I don't know. I remember when she could really sing. And I like the music after she could really sing. From Butterfly onwards, I love that Mariah. From 97 onwards is my favourite Mariah. Especially like 97 to 2011. Amazing. But the last album, Mariah. Mariah, you've got to practice. I'm sure Beyonce practices every day. Get on it, Mariah. I'm sure you're watching. I'm sure you wouldn't miss a mukbang. She'd be like, who's he? Who's mukbang? Does he work for me? Is he my chef? Also, her her private life seems to be more important now. And this is what happens when you're losing it. You got like your private life becomes more important than your career or your professional work. And she's clearly staging photo opportunities with this dancer, Brian Tanaka, and it's clearly fake. It's just embarrassing. Like, you were engaged, one of you broke it off. Seems like it was him. You're trying to make him jealous, but no one's jealous. No one is jealous or impressed. Just look after your kids. Put down the wine, get off the beach. Stop going to clubs with this guy. Look after your kids. And write an album, for God's sake. Although I don't blame her for relaxing. The strength I had to muster up to cook this and to do this mukbang was immense. But I feel like I should have watched more because I really don't know what I'm doing. And I'm sure that's painfully obvious. But hopefully someone's eating with me. I should have done it live. I should have done it live. I know I'm gonna get some kind of, if anyone sees this, I'm sure I'll get a comment like, you eat like a pig. I'm trying not to be aware that there's a camera pointed at me and that I'm talking into a vacuum. Oh, this is so nice. If you're vegan, and if you live in Korea, or if you live somewhere where you can obtain this, I really suggest getting it. Because they're really good. I have them on their own, but when you add things to it, it makes it a bit more hearty. It's really nice. But I always find that one is too small, and like it's never enough, but two is a bit too much. So this is 1.5 basically, plus vegetables. It's perfect. It's quick, it's easy. I don't think it's unhealthy. I think the noodles are made of rice, but my Korean isn't good enough to know. Sometimes I have to take pictures. 유통 기한 두면 I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I have to take pictures of the back of the ingredients and send them to my friend and say, can I eat this? I did it earlier today because I actually wanted to make a curry. I wanted to make a curry. So they had these packets of spices, like pre-made spices and powders that you can buy. But it's like a Korean style curry. And so I sent him a picture and I can't have it. Because I don't know what all the meat things are labeled as. I don't know the words for them. Just know the words for like milk and butter and eggs. So it's always easy to, usually you know what is vegan and what isn't. You always have to check. But if you're buying a loaf of bread, you know it's not going to have meat in it. And you know, if it's like a regular bread, you know it's not going to have egg in it. But in Korea, they put milk in almost all bread. So you do have to check. I mean, you can't. I mean, you have to go to a vegan bakery. I went to a vegan bakery My favorite one in Korea, and I bought some things. I should show you. If you're ever in Korea and you're vegan, go here. Can you see? Take a screenshot. Click. It's called the bread blue. No egg, no milk, no butter. It's in a neighborhood in Seoul called Sinchon. There are two Sinchons. This one in English is spelled S-I-N-C-H-O-N. So if you're in Seoul, or if you're coming to Korea, look up the bread blue Sinchon. It's amazing. So I bought, because you can't even have bread in Korea because it has milk in. I bought this, which is like, it's called choco bread. It's like a marbling effect. It looks so good. It has chocolate inside. Oh my god, it looks amazing. Ah. Then I bought this one. I can't remember the name of this, but this is like I don't know how to describe it. It's really hard to describe. It's like you know, like the muffin, like the texture of a muffin. It's like that, but with like no flavor, just like some sugar. It's really good. I bought some other things. Well, I bought a coffee called Coffee Pound Cake. They also had a vegan burger, which was really good, and it was like 5,500 won, so it's like £4 or like $5 or $6. I don't really know dollars, American dollars. And I bought something else. I bought like a lemon pastry that I always get. I really like it, and they always give you something free. So they gave me this, which I guess it's called like choco bread, but it's like kind of like pain au chocolat. Maybe I'll have some tomorrow for my breakfast with my smoothie. Anyway, yeah, that was a bit of a detour, but if you ever come to Seoul and you're vegan, or if you are in Seoul and you want to try something different, maybe a little bit better than regular bakery, try that. The bread blue in Sinchon. And they are so nice in there, like they're the kindest people. The English is okay. They'll speak to you in English if you're not Korean. So nice. So good. So then when you have like the liquid left, oh, I don't want to spill it. Well, you can see. You can drink it. It's really good. It tastes a little bit spicy. Just a little bit. It's really good. I love it. Anyway, this is my first one. How long has it been? Like 30 minutes. And it's flashing red. I think that means it's gonna stop. If it cuts out, then bye. I'm sorry. Yep, it cut out. I can only record one video that's 4 gigabytes. So it cuts out. I don't even know what 4 gigabytes is. I guess it's 30 minutes of video. So nice. I'll tell you what, the only thing I don't like is these. Can you say? What are they called? Sun-dried tomatoes. I really don't like them. I think they taste really old-fashioned. I mean, I don't like anything that tastes like pickled or too flavoured. I kind of like fresh things, even though I just ate ramen. Anyway, that was my first ever mukbang. I hope it was okay. I hope someone watched it. I hope somebody enjoyed it. If you like mukbangs and you happen to see this, then tell me how I did. And tell me what a mukbang is, so I know what I'm doing for next time. Maybe I'll do one with pastries, because then I don't have to cook. Or maybe I really want to do a monomeal one. I'll try and find like a cheap fruit somewhere. But I don't mind spending money on food, but like when it's like £1.50 for an apple, which is like $2 or $3 per apple, you can imagine how much like really expensive nice fruit is. I could really do with some fruit. I mean, every day I have loads of bananas. I have banana smoothie and mixed in with like mixed berries. But I don't really want to do a whole thing on bananas. But I was thinking of doing the banana challenge, like the banana island, is it called? Where you just eat bananas for a week, but I don't think I could do a week. I'll probably do 3 days. Anyway, I hope you like my first mukbang. Goodbye.